Elijah Smith versus Toshiomi Kazama.
Yes, this one potentially knockout of the year. Let's watch it right now. Graphic content warning potentially this knockout. But if you're just tuning in for this one, you're in for a treat. If you like violence,
So he
the
picks him
old
up.
Rampage triangle power bomb slam, and then the follow up shots were fucking
Hold on, the GIF right there
insane,
on the
dude.
side.
Yeah,
Rampage.
right.
That's so perfect. But
I mean,
yes,
let's watch this again. This,
leading up to
uh,
this though, we had Kazama that was on his back the entire round. Tries to sink an armbar, goes for Smith's leg,
mhm.
throws up the triangle. He's doing as much as possible to try to sink him
Yes,
some type of submission. And it's like, oh, okay, this guy's super active off his back. He's scrambling. He's trying to land
dude.
something. He's just not accepting. But then when he sinks that triangle in, Smith just picks him up and slams him through the canvas, it looked like. And then on top of that, when he slammed him, he throws his body into it, and the top of his head just smashes into Kazama's face. And then he stands
Yes,
up, and you have my boy, Chris Tognoni, in the background behind Smith. And he's like,
yeah,
is he out? Like peeking around. And Kazama is like out. He's staring out at the
yeah, yeah.
skies at this point. Smith lands two more for good measure. And then that's when Tognoni's like, whoa, dude. What are we doing?
It's not even just that. Once he decides, let's watch this again. Once he decides to stop the fight, instead of just pulling him off of him, he runs around him to stop it,
Yeah,
allowing
that
him
was
to land more
so
shots.
funny, Tognoni, bro.
Like, dude, you're right.
Like,
You're right next to him.
ah!
And you just, "Wah." I mean, it's
My boy
horrible to laugh
Tognoni.
at, but Jesus Christ, dude.
Evie's saying, do we know if he's okay? They gave a few updates throughout
Yeah,
the
I
night. They
think
were
he's as
saying
good as he
that,
can be.
yeah, that they did CAT scans and a bunch of other things, and they released him last night from the hospital, is what they said.
Hmm.
It did take him a long time to come to, but
Yeah.
it sounds like he's okay now. Shout out Ganscow. The champ is here right now.
Hey,
The predictions champ from last year. He said, I feel like this card was easy to predict. Of course, coming from the
everything's easy.
predictions
Yeah,
champ. Come on,
come on,
dude. Not
come on.
look, Ganscow saying this card was easy to predict is like Marab giving advice to somebody else,
Yeah,
right? About their cardio. Like only certain people can do that. Props to you, Ganscow, again, the champ.
yeah.
And then
But dude, look at
everything
this.
crunched his neck. Yeah, the way that he folded him
That extension
did
right
not
there.
look good.
So
Ugh.
yeah, like you said, he frames off the face in the triangle. He frames off the face. At this point, you see that left hand of Kazama
Yes.
grabbing his shin to try to lock up the triangle more. No, that's when you let go. That's when you let
Yeah.
go. He didn't. He stayed on the
Because you still
triangle.
have an opportunity at this point, right? I mean, it's easy to say from at this point,
Yeah.
we're not in the middle of it. But
Look,
if he grabs onto the
I've
back of Smith's head, kicks his legs out, possibly now just clinched up against the cage at this point.
or you end up on your back, but you're not slammed. You just fall to the ground, which is much better. I
Yeah.
mean, how many times you lock up a triangle, someone starts lifting you, you either hook that leg or you ditch it. You just ditch it. You know when you're getting lifted. It's not like it's a split second thing. And I don't want to shame him, victim shame him, but uh, but then the next
Look at
picture shows.
Tognoni at the best seat in the house.
Yeah,
Look,
dude.
go back,
Look
go
at him
back,
just.
one picture. Go back. Look, that's Tognoni right there.
Yeah,
Like he probably had to move his left foot out of the way for
yeah,
him to slam him.
yeah.
And classic, dude. Classic
And then
Tognoni.
he slams him. Head hits the back of the head hits the mat, obviously, and like you said, the foreheads clash. It's the same thing as Rampage. When Rampage slammed Ricardo Arona, that's the power bomb from Pride. That's why I'm wearing the Pride button up for Rampage. But that's everybody knows that slam. It's the best slam in MMA history, probably. Straight up, same thing.
Power bomb.
But the head, it's a twofold because your head hits the back of your head hits the mat, which is gonna knock you out, and then you're gonna get a headbutt. That head is gonna drive right into yours, and it's fucking brutal. And I texted you, I was like, man, it's crazy that we're just totally fine with headbutts as long as the slam is cool enough.
Yeah. And then look at the follow-up shot, dude. Those weren't love
Dude,
taps. They
they
were
were nasty.
brutal. They
Yeah.
were
So throws to the
brutal.
head, neck, and spine are legal in the UFC. Yes, you just can't spike. And I see a lot of people saying, no, this is only legal
Power
because.
bombs, no pile drivers.
Yes, I saw a bunch of people saying like this is only legal because he held onto the submission. You're allowed to do that if you're in a submission. No, that's spiking. You're allowed to spike somebody if you're in a submission. This isn't spiking. This is just oh shit. This is just a power bomb.
Yeah.
Very legal. It's the
Word on
rule
the
of
streets
cool.
is that Kazama woke up in the hospital bed and Tanyoni was sitting next to him. He's like, "Do you think this is bad? You need to see the replay." He turns on the TV in the hospital, dude. Turn it
Bro.
up.
Tyone always in the way. I mean, it
Yes,
is crazy that
always in
he
the way, but
ran
not close
around him.
enough to stop the action when he's supposed to.
No, but he was close enough. He was standing right
Not in
next to
his
Smith.
mind.
I don't know why he decided that he needs to run all the way around them to stop the fight. Like, he didn't actually stop this. Smith landed the 2 shots and then walked away.
Hey, but you know what? There's always got to be one, right? Like we had Yamasaki for a
Yeah.
while. Oh God, what was the
The
other one?
spirit. Mazzagatti.
Mazzagatti for a while. Now
Mazzagatti's still there. He's doing that.
we got ourselves a Tanyoni, dude. Tanyoni.
Yeah.
Somebody
Man.
asked yesterday on one of these posts, who would you want to have if you're in the championship fight? Who would you want your ref to be? And they had the
Oh,
options of
man.
Herb Dean, Mark Goddard, or Herzog.
I feel
Everybody
like
in the
the
chat,
right.
let us know. Let us know if this
Yeah.
was your championship fight in the chat. You're in the championship fight. Who would you want refing your fight? Who would it be for you, Will?
Who are the options? Herb Dean, Herzog, and who?
Mark Goddard.
Oh, Mark Goddard. I think probably Mark Goddard. Actually, no. Herb Dean, so I could cheat the whole fight.
Oh dang, dude, you had to go
Yeah.
there. You had to
And
go there.
actually, we didn't talk about it, but there was a fence grab right before the knees in the main event, and Herb took a point away. That was part of insult to
That was
injury in
the
that finishing
fourth
sequence.
fence grab, by the way.
Yeah,
He had one really bad fence grab in the beginning. He said, if you do that again,
yeah.
I'm gonna deduct a point. Second fence grab. Third fence grab. Fourth one is when he was like, point. And
Let me
he's
wait
like,
till
hey,
he's
man.
getting
And he
finished
like
to take a
looks up
point
at
away.
Herb and then he gets smashed with an elbow.
Yeah,
Evie saying Kerry Hatley wasn't there tonight. They have to have one ref doing something weird.
yeah. And they didn't have Bork Lesnar, dude.
Yeah, everybody, let us know if you're watching this later on. Just comment.
Wait, who would
And
you
let us
have?
know who. Give me Mark Goddard.
Yeah, I feel like
I
he's
love Mark
good.
Goddard,
He's
and
very good.
Herzog's fantastic too. But Mark, for
Hmm.
me, has a perfect mix of if he dies, he dies, while also looking out for the fighter's best interests. You
Yeah, he
know,
is good.
and I feel like he is a little more no nonsense, not as much as Keith Peterson, but I feel like he's such a well-rounded referee.
He is very good. Ghost says Tyone, so I could cut the ring so my opponent has to deal with the fence and Tyone at the
Ooh,
same
dude, that's a
time.
good strategy. He like
Yeah, it's like
corners
a,
him up against Tanyoni. He's like, dude, I can only move so much,
yeah.
especially
Oh my
in the
god.
apex with the smaller octagon. Classic.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
we will move on. This turned into a shit on Tanyoni episode, but well deserved
Yes.
after yesterday. Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you for watching that short clip. Just so you know, that was a small excerpt from what we covered this last Sunday, right, Will?
Yeah, we cover the entire event every weekend. So this was just a cutout from the live stream that we did. The link to that live stream is in the description. So if you want to hear about the other fights that night, it's down below in the description. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we go live every Sunday to cover events. And if you do that, you'll know for next week and you can tune in and be in the chat and get featured on the show just like everybody else was on this clip.
We hope to chat with you live.